Alright, what's happening, gang? You're here in the Alcohooligan's garage. I'm here with the Supersonic. It's got a turbo, okay? We're just doing a simple oil change on this rig today. Super easy. So what do you gotta do in an oil change? You gotta drain your old oil. You gotta get a new oil filter in there, right? You gotta put fresh oil in there. Get all them parts lubed. It's gonna be a good time. So, generally when I start a project, first thing I wanna do is gather the tools I'm gonna need for that job, all right? So we'll start with that right away. Just get some standard tools, right? So let's get started here. Yeah, so we'll start with this one here. Not a lot I could say about it, you know, it's probably the #1 tool every mechanic should have in his garage. So we'll put one of these down and then we'll get started. So we went ahead and grabbed some tools. So we're about ready to get started on it now. Got the 3/8 drive ratchet with a 10mm socket. I know it's a deep well, but I just so happen to have lost my shallow one, apparently. So never find that again. Then we got a little swivel socket extension and a 15/16 for that fancy oil filter. Right down in there. They make it so easy I don't have to climb under this fucker. It's almost too easy. Now you may be thinking, this guy's got a garage, he's got a sexy ass car. I'm talking like really nice. He's got these tools to do all these fucking projects with. He's probably got a creeper laying around, right? He can go under there and get that drain plug loosened, no problem. You're not just wrong, you're stupid. Because I just use a piece of cardboard like every other average wienered American, alright? We don't need any of that fancy stuff slowing us down. Plus, it's a tripping hazard. And when you're knocking a few back, you can't afford to have stuff like that laying on your shop floor, alright? So that's a little pro tip, don't tell anybody. Just be careful out there. Alright, so here we are up top. I just went and took the drain plug out underneath. And yeah, that oil looks like, you know, like Valentine's Day fucking dipping the strawberries in the chocolate with your old lady. It looked like that. It looked pretty good, you know, in a bad way. You know, it's pretty bad oil, but it's good for chocolate. Anyway, I'm not an expert on any of that shit. We're gonna go ahead and pop this oil filter cap off. I guess you call it, I don't fucking know. It's a permanent housing, alright? Got a fancy, make sure it's a neutral. There we go, alright. Same ratchet, you know, like I said, you don't have to spend all that money, you know, and get 2 ratchets. I got 1 ratchet I'm using for this whole job. Impressive, right? Oh yeah, that's tight. Yep, there it is. Got it. Oh yeah. There's a little air intake line in the way. Oh, just lost a little oil. That's fucking fine. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. Wow. I don't know if you can see it. But it looks good, honestly. Like, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem running that for another 300, 400,000. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. So while we let all that oil drain out real nice and smooth like, I figured, why don't we drain one, You guys ever watch that show, Naked and Afraid? It's pretty bad. All right, so now I think all the oil's drained out. I mean, it's probably fine, right? I don't know. Now we're gonna pop open our brand new, look at that, wow, wow. Yep, there it is, Mobile One, extended performance. They don't sponsor me yet, but they will. It's high efficiency, and what's wrong with that, high efficiency. So you should be all about that right now, okay? Especially in today's economy. I want this thing to last until I'm 45, all right? And that's probably what it'll do. They give you a new O-ring, so you just gotta real easy to get off. You just gotta have a knife on your belt at all times, and just go ahead and get rid of that motherfucker right now. Get rid of it. Put that in your battery where it could arc pretty easily. No problem. Yeah, pop that new one on there. Hell yeah, it's tight. Looks good too. Yeah, there we go. This just clips in there. Wow, sweet. Put that hoe back in. Oh yeah, yep. There it is. Get that nice and snug on there. Wow. There it is. That looks good. I mean, it looks factory. There's a lot of mods done in here. Aftermarket boost gauge. I got aftermarket coolant in here. Just some, odds and ends. I got a racing stripe, adds like, I remember the spec sheet. I dynoed it, like this thing clocks in stock at like 149 horsepower or something like that, but I had it dynoed and I want to say I was getting about 150. It's nothing crazy, but I mean, you're not going to find too many out there like this. So we'll get back into it. I'll crawl under there and put that cap back on, the drain plug. And then we'll start filling this bastard with some oil and see if it don't blow up. Alright, now that we got everything buttoned up, sealed tight, like Fort Knox up in this bitch. We're gonna yass the oil in there. We got some Castrol GTX, only the top of the line stuff for the supersonic. Oh yeah, it's sealed. Okay, yeah. Sit. Nice. This rig takes like 4.2 quarts or something, because I got so many horses in there taking up all the room. Doesn't take a lot, you know how it is. Usually half of this will end up on the header there and deal with that when I can. Yup. Well, don't hear it running on the ground yet, so it's always a plus. That's what you really want to listen for. When you're doing an oil change, you don't want it running on the floor generally. And honestly, like if you're scrolling through YouTube trying to look for an oil change video on how to do it for your Sonic because you're trying to save some cash, like don't watch this video, alright? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Just give her a quick check. Oh yeah. Prime time. Start her up for about 20 seconds. Probably less than that because it's probably fine. Come back up here, give it another check here. Yeah, she looks good. She looks really good. It's just another day, another buzz, another completed project here. You know how we celebrate completed projects. Renegades. Till next time.